Hello and welcome to your practice. My name is Angela. I am a yoga and Qigong instructor. I have been for over a decade, and today's practice is a short Qigong practice focused on opening your heart. So let's go ahead and begin. We'll start with tapping. Take both hands into light fists and begin to gently tap on your chest like a gorilla. You can do both at the same time, both fists at the same time, or one at a time, whatever feels good. Begin to take deep breaths into the chest and exhale all the way to the bottom of the breath. Now begin to focus on the right fist. Tap down the inside of the left chest and arm. Knock the inside of the elbow, the forearm, the palm, back of the hand, and up the back side of the arm. We'll do this on the same side, about 3 more passes. You can also come all the way up to the neck and get that sweet spot where the neck connects to the shoulder. A helpful tip here is to have a nice and loose wrist. That way your hand doesn't get tired, so you're not using your forearm so much, but more just the effect of your knuckles. Also, if you find a particularly sweet spot, you can stay there and hang out there for a little bit longer. Tapping is great for waking up your energy, getting the blood flowing, helping us come back into our bodies. I teach at a treatment center for youth. They're there for mental health. So it's teens and kids, and I always love to teach this to them, and they love it because this is one of the quickest ways to get back into your body. It's like slowly waking up, like, hello, are you there? Are you in there, body, spirit, self? Let's come back. Let's get out of our head. Okay, so we'll finish up this arm and then switch sides. Give that arm a break too. So same thing, down the opposite arm. A good rule of thumb is to not go so hard on the bony parts of your arm. Continue to breathe. Continue to receive. You want this to feel like it's almost not your hand, like it's somebody else, like it's a skilled masseuse or a skilled practitioner doing body work on you. This is their hand. So really feel into the sensation of what the hand feels like on that particular body part. Good. Finishing up this last pass through. Wonderful. Now take both fists and come down to your hips. Once you get to your hip bones, make your hands into a cupping shape. We're going to tap a few times. Then come all the way behind to your back. This always feels nice, so if you want to hang out there for a little bit longer, go for it. We're going to tap down the glutes and down the outsides of the legs to the ankles. Once you get to the ankles, walk your way across with your hands and then tap the insides of the legs. back around. And again, maybe you want to hang out a little bit longer, tapping the low back or the glutes. That's absolutely fine. This is your practice and this is your experience. So your body is going to have its own unique experience, and it's really important for you to tune in and listen. Listen to what your body's saying and do so from a scope of compassion and a scope of observance. The legs, they take a little bit longer to get into than the arms. So we'll do just a few more pass-throughs. Really feel into the sensations. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Then slowly come up. Go ahead and release your arms. You might shake it out a little bit if your arms got tired. And then just take a moment to feel your body. Feel how you feel. Notice any new sensations, any tingly, any warmth happening. And just take a moment to savor that feeling of fresh, energetic flow. Big inhale. Full exhale. Beautiful. All right, feet will go in a bit of a wider stance. We'll start with a not so wide stance and give ourselves the option to go bigger if we want, but start with nothing crazy, okay? So first, begin to reach your fingertips into the floor, heels in, toes slightly turn out. Now imagine that your fingertips are like straws, sucking up energy from the earth. Bend the knees. On the inhale, gather that energy up the legs, into the low belly. Once your hands get to about belly button height, flip the palms down. Use your exhale to press down. The inhale, we gather, pull in from the feet, up the legs, into the low belly. And as you exhale, the exhale is the discharge, the release. So we're pushing down anything that doesn't belong. One more time like that. Inhale, gather fresh nutrients, fresh energy into the lower dantian, into the low belly. And exhale, push down. Release anything that doesn't feel like you. All right, this time we're going to add on. Inhale. All the way into your chest. Once you get to your chest, the exhale, you're going to bend the knees, bend the elbows, pull the left hand into a fist, extend the right arm away with the palm flexed. The elbows are heavy, elbows are generously bent. As the elbows are bent, simultaneously push out with the elbows, look over the middle finger, tuck the chin. That's all one exhale. So release the elbows. Let's try to put it all together. Inhale, up the legs, into the belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, bend the knees. Exhale. The exhale, we're pushing it out of the right chest, out of the right hand. Look at the middle finger. Release the arms all the way down. Now let's try two on the left side. Inhale into the legs, into the belly, into the chest. You're doing great. On the exhale, look towards the left hand. Pull the elbow back. Press into the palm. Elbows come down. Good. Let's do one more on the left. Inhale, up the legs, into the body, bringing that into the chest. And then on the exhale, use your exhale to push out any gunk that's in the chest, any anxiety, any gripping around the heart. That's what we're cleansing, and that's what we're pushing out of the left hand. Excellent. Let's alternate a few times on each side. Inhale. Focus on your breath. The breath is key. The breath is so important here. Exhale out of the right hand. So you're not only exhaling and discharging from the right hand, but you're also pushing that past your aura. You have your aura around you, you're pushing that out of the aura. Inhale. Exhale. Bleh. It's like you're energetically throwing up. Inhale. We're energy clearing just in the same way that we brush our teeth to clear out stuff. We clean our room to clean up messes. It's the same thing we're doing here. We're pushing out any blockages, any stagnation around the heart. One more. Good. Inhale. Both arms down. Gather. Bring into the low belly. Exhale. Press down. Same way that we started. Inhale into the low belly. Exhale. Press down. Once more. Inhale into the low belly. Exhale. Press down. Step the feet under the hips. Shake off if you need to. Big inhale. Full exhale. Take a moment to feel how you feel. Inhale. Exhale. Great job. The next exercise is to nourish the heart. Take your palms, bring them so they're in a ball shape. Let's start with the left hand on top, right hand on bottom. Left hand is right about rib cage height. Right hand is right about pubic bone height. Okay? Take this ball and begin to rotate towards the right. Keep the knees pointed forward. Your hip can open, but try to keep the knees nice and stable. Press both hands over towards the right. On the inhale, it's like you're picking up a ball from a shelf, like a basketball or something like that. So pick up that ball. This time, right hand is on top, left hand is on bottom. Bring that back to the lower dantian. Rotate on the exhale and press. So what happens here is kind of we squish a ball. It gets smaller. This hand rotates so that we can press into both hands and get specifically into the heart channels of the arms. So press like you're pressing into a wall. Elbows are very bent here. Inhale, pick up that ball from the shelf, bring it to in front of the lower dantian. And exhale, we rotate, kind of squish the ball and press. Inhale, back to center. Exhale and press. Beautiful. Be patient with yourself here. The movement will come with time and practice. If it's new to you, if you're struggling with it a little bit, it took me years. So please try to just embrace this time, nourishing your heart. That's the most important thing. That's more important than the form. The form will come with time and patience, and most importantly, compassion. So, what are we doing here? Well, on the inhale, I want you to feel and imagine that you're breathing in things that go into the heart. Things like love, peace, calmness. Then, as you exhale and press into the arm channels, imagine that you are storing calm, peace, serenity in your heart. We spent some time earlier cleansing the heart, letting go of any guarded feeling surrounding the heart. So now we're spending a little bit of time nourishing the heart and replacing whatever it is we released earlier in the practice. Use your breath, use your intention. Just a few more breaths here. For the last few breaths, I want you to also imagine that you're breathing in the color red. A bright candy apple red, bringing that into your heart. It's kind of like a mist, a red, supportive, loving mist around the heart. And then as you exhale, you're storing that bright red color in the heart, surrounding the heart with support, with love, with nourishment. Great job. Inhale and exhale. One more breath, one more cycle. Next time your hands come to center, go ahead and release the arms by your sides. Take a breath or two. Feel how you feel. Perhaps one of the most important parts of the practice, observing your energy, feeling how you feel, so that you can learn what you need and how to create support and balance energetically. After your next breath, we're going to close our practice with a harmonizing exercise. Stay where you are. Use your inhale to reach the arms up and out. Palms will flip up once they get to about shoulder height. Gather from all around you. Stack the palms overhead. And on the exhale, pull the elbows in towards each other. Pull the hands down in front of the upper dantian, the forehead. Middle dantian, chest. Lower dantian, low belly. Create an energetic seal with your pointer and thumb finger together. Seal in all that goodness at the hip bones. And we'll do that again. Inhale. Feel into your hands, feel past your hands, reach all around you, gather energy from the earth, from the heavens. Bring that into the head and pull that down the midline. This is the exhale. Breathe that energetic seal. Whoop. And one more time like that. Inhale, breathing in things that go into the three dimensions. Things like wisdom into the head, kindness into the heart, and vitality into the belly. Excellent. Step the feet together. Place one hand on top of the other, both hands on the low belly. Big inhale. Full exhale. Lift your hands on the inhale to about chest height. We'll wrap one hand around the thumb, other four fingers on top of the knuckles. So this creates a little yin yang symbol inside. And we'll give each other a gentle bow. Thank you for showing up and taking care of yourself in this way. I'll see you in the next one.